Hear that roar of thunder, hear those tires scream. Is every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandits coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandits on the move. Look out, the bandits coming, bet your money and warn no women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express.
YouTube, Brad here, back with something a little different for a Monday morning. We've left the Hume Highway behind and we're heading west towards Cootamundra. This past weekend, I think there was a football game on or something down south, but the Friday was a public holiday, which meant no freight out of Melbourne on Friday, which normally would mean day off for me, Monday, but alas no. It is the start of harvest season in rural New South Wales, rural Victoria. Everyone's starting to get stocked up on their harvest supplies, and yeah, I've got a truck only 2 drops, but a full truck of baling twine and silage wrap and some other paraphernalia for making hay. So this morning, first up, we're heading north to Young, the rural city of Young. We've got half the trail's getting dropped off of the rural supplies there, and then it's back to Gundagai to the elders to drop off the rest of it. So a bit of a sleep in this morning. We didn't leave Albury until 5:15. This rural supplies up here opens at 8, so Google says. So no point getting there before the gates open. Being a Monday morning, hopefully there's no other trucks waiting to get into the joint either. So we'll see what happens with that. Not going to be much talk on this one, just going to be showing. So we'll get across here. There's a shortcut here in a minute, Old Gundagai Road. We're going to slow down to see if it's suitable for trucks or not. I don't know. It will save us some time by not having to go to Cootamundra, but yeah, I don't know what the road's like. There's a sign there saying no trucks or nothing over 13 tonne, and we're going the long way. But we'll keep on heading west. That sun is behind us, and get up to Young and see what happens. See what happens on this adventure off Highway 31 for the day. Looks like we're out of luck. Vehicles over 15 tonne not allowed on the road. Oh well. No shortcut. Cootamundra, it has been a while. Probably, when did I finish up at Woolies? Probably 2013, early 2014 was the last time I've been this way. So of course I remember absolutely none of it, or next to none of it. But a lot of the times too, you'd come up through Wagga up the Olympic Highway because you'd have a drop in Wagga, or Cootamundra. Normally Cootamundra and Young were tied. You'd come to Cootamundra, you'd drop half a trail and then up to Young with the rest of it, or up to Young and then back to Gundagai with Freezer. Those over 15 tonne truck ban signs are everywhere between that old Gundagai road and here. I dare say GPS has been leading some truckies astray. It's oh yeah, well, I say that and I look at the GPS and it looks like we're going to come straight onto the bypass, which I half remember going over the railway line here than around town. But it's just it's a Garmin trucking GPS. It's set up for B-double at the moment, just so I'm sure I'm not going on any roads I'm not meant to. Yet it said to go on that old Gundy road. Weird. Right. So not only is it hospital trains, I hear there's a pretty good rail museum here. I'll have to do some Googling while I'm unloading at Young. See what time they open. Come back to it. Heritage Centre, that'd be it. We're not even in the main drag of town. There's still a pub, all right next to the railway line. Get those customers as they come straight in off the trains. Yeah, so the GPS is telling me to go that way. We'll just keep going this way until we're told to turn off. Big park there for the kiddies, next to the footy or cricket oval. Bradman's Birthplace Museum, there you go. That'd be why there's a cricket field there. Wasn't aware that Sir Donald Bradman was born in Cootamundra, but there you go. Interesting little slice of history there. Unfortunately, we can't get any closer to it. So, I'm pretty sure... Oh no, we must go straight ahead. Left turn any time of care. It's still saying go straight ahead. This truck's still following me, so... Got to get a zip tie and zip tie up that step. That's what you can hear going bang, bang, bang under my feet. One of the plastic surrounds for the steps snapped off, and it's just sitting there. Bang, bang, bang. Well, that's Cootamundra. All good that way, all good that way. Let's go. A bit heavier than the normal load of snot too. A bit slow coming up Wagga Hill and a couple of big ones. Oh, that's Cootamundra done. From memory, we've got Wombat we go past, which is only a little village. I don't think the speed gets reduced there. That's where you turn off to Burnley Griffith Highway and go back across to Yass, if I remember rightly. Servo there. I should have gone the other way. I should have started half an hour early so I could stop and grab a bacon egg roll or something for brekkie here somewhere, but we've gone the other way. Oh yes, I remember going back over the railway line past the stockyards. Tiny little bridge. Let's see if we see any multi-trailered combinations up here. You're only allowed up here in a B-double. I don't think road trains are allowed up here. That little bridge certainly would stop them, I'd imagine. Shipyards there. Like they're closed. Looking at the state of the place, I would say that those sale yards are closed. Oh, onwards to Young, about 60 k's away. be 45. I'll end up following the train lines all the way there, eh? Just a shame, a little bit too early in the year yet. Young, famously known Australia-wide for its high-quality cherries. As we come into town here, back there, we come past the various orchards, all the shop fronts, the farm gates, whatever you want to call it. Cherry pie, cherry ice cream, strawberries, the whole thing. Fortunately, the cherry trees are in their spring bloom. The bees are out doing their thing, and yeah, fruit's not going to be on it for a couple more months yet, which is a shame. But anyway, we might get back up here by Christmas. You never know. So, anyway, we're trusting the GPS here. It did, I had a quick look on my phone and it wanted me to go up over the back here and then through suburbia, but there's a bridge over a creek that I don't think is, it doesn't look like it's truck safe anyway. I didn't want to get to the end of that road and then have to turn around because the bridge has a weight limit on it. And there's no real road from there back out to the Olympic Highway here, so we're going to go down through the guts of town. It's 20 past 8 on a Monday morning. In school holidays, so obviously all the schools here are shut. Which is why we don't have to worry about adhering to the 40k limit. At least that GPS, it looks like it's telling me to go through the centre of town, which is where it looks like it's the way to go. Follow that and see if we can get into trouble. But this is the way we used to come into Woolies. I think we go left at the main drag, then come back in. We'll probably go past the loading dock in a minute here, but I'm going to ignore that heavy vehicle sign. King Chinese restaurant. There must be a pretty high population of Chinese people here, because on the young sign coming in it had young in English and then it had young in Chinese as well. But Millvale Road, this is where we're going. Luckily, unlike some of the towns on the Hume, they haven't been rid of trucks and made things hard for trucks to get through by the looks of it. Only a couple of trees, but they're pruned back nicely. No speed humps every 5 metres. mate, this is young. At least 2 being Shark Tank Museum. Weird name for a museum. Looking at Google Maps or Google Earth, the place we're going to seems to be in a newer, well, it looks like a newer building, newer estate, and nice access in and around. But I say that now, we'll get here and it'll be tight as I can see it now. .2 kilometres and it's on our right. A delta rag here as well. I must say the roads definitely haven't improved up here from what I remember. Still some rough as guts sections between here and Cootamundra. Southwest Tractors. Wells are going to be signposted. Should be up where that territory is. A little bit further past. That's the vet. Nutrient Ag. Central Energy. Oh, we're going over the bridge. Handy if it was Nutrient Ag, it's just there. Still 400 metres away. Fabrics, yeah, one of these ones, Integrity Metal, maybe where that ram is. That one, Southwest Tractors, so it's New Holland dealership. Let's see if we can go in here, there's nothing to say no trucks. Like the it doesn't look big at all. We can drive around the back. Oh, yeah, back around and out there. We'll go and see someone and see where we need to be, and I'll be back with you in a minute. with something different. Here I am walking around in a New Holland dealership wearing a John Deere hat. Whoopie days. There's some big bits of gear here. I don't know if we're going to be able to go back far enough to see this out the window there. Might not. Weird Surator 7000. I mean, back in the days, they would have had standard tractors and gone, well, we need to be up higher than the crop. Let's put giant wheels on it. Big cheese cutters. When I asked him when I got here if he had long tines or short ones, he said he's got both, but there was enough room there. I had to move the truck just so he can get to the other side. It was going to be easier. The way some of those pallets you would have seen are a bit wobbly when he was pulling them out. They had a strip of timber across the middle, underneath, right in the middle, so when you lifted up the forks, you weren't lifting it up square from the bottom of the pallet, which was weird. But now we don't have to worry about finding the joint. We get a better look around. So we got the New Holland dealership here, Case IH across the road. I didn't see any green ones anywhere. Oh, probably should have thought about that a bit better. Come on, not you get. See if I remember how to get out of here now. We'll do that one, go home and see what it says. I don't know why they had the young stuff at the front and Gundy at the back, unless they thought I was going to do Gundagai first, but then I would have been waiting there until 8 o'clock for them to open and then come up here, which at the end of the day it's going to be the same sort of time frame of a run, but better have to get up here and get this done first than do Gundy on the way home. Maybe they thought that way I could do Gundy and then come up here and then go straight back down the Olympic to Wagga and home, but when I was doing the chillers of Woolies, there's a bridge, a rail bridge just south of Cootamundra, which from memory is only 4.5 high metres. I know the trailer's 4.3, but it's oh, that's that. That is that road. That truck behind me is going down there, so it must be a bypass. We'll see if he comes back out ahead of us. But yeah, the railway line bridge, it's down the bottom of a gully and you go down a dipper to get under it. And who knows what earthwork's been done there since, so I'd assume it would be still 4.5 high, but we're not going to do it anyway. By the time you go down Judy bypass, go through Wagga, then you've got Uranquinty, the Rock, all them little towns on the way down. Oh no, that might have been that road there. So there is no weight limit on that bridge. Yeah, no, by the time you stop and start all those little towns and that, they'll drop down to 50, they all are. It's better off just cutting across Mutamara Road back to Coolac, and then you're only 2 hours down the Hume to home. So that's what we're going to do. Need to remember we've got to turn this roundabout and not go straight ahead. I think. Yeah. So if we go straight ahead, we're in trouble. We're heading for Cowra. On the plus side, we're only 150 k's away from Bathurst. That iconic race is happening in the coming weeks. I don't know, it used to be the same weekend as the football, but not the weekend after. We didn't keep an eye out for the Woolies either. I'm pretty sure it is down there. But anyway, Shell. It's diesel, $1.75.9. Too bad. Can't get a truck in there though. Oh well. That's going to do it for Young. Something different, something unexpected. It was only Friday Arvo I got back, and one of the blokes in the yard was saying that there's nearly a full truck that's got to go north. And the Offsiders would have known from one of the last members only videos that we've been carting a bit of this stuff around with harvest starting up, particularly Tar Cutter Ag and Elders Gundagai. But we've yeah, it was only a text message Saturday night to say I was going to Young, the name of the joint, and well, that's alright, let's sleep in. And most ag stores like that, they're open before they're advertised. The shop front might not be open until 8 o'clock, but the school's seen, the old church has seen some better days. Young budget accommodation, $260 a week. So anyway, with the with all the front stuff coming off here, I've thrown a couple of straps over that front pair of pallets with the bale and twine on them, just to hold them steady, as per the load restraint guide, which is something I don't normally have to do, as you would know. But anyway, we'll head south out of Young, back to Cootamundra and across to Coolac. And our next port of call will be Gundagai. All roads lead to Gundagai. A lot of things look familiar. That archway into the dead centre of town there, I definitely remember that from when I was up here last. That massive elm tree growing in the middle of it. Rattles. There's a hobbit hole up there. Something different. Wombat, 12 Ks. I must say, one good thing about coming up here on a bit of a different route is getting to see all the old gear, all the old machinery, the old cars, the old tractors, all the sorts of stuff that's lined up, stacked up, piled up in people's backyards on small properties. Joined down here for a couple of old dozers and scrapers in it. An old truck and car, buggy of some type in there. This wooden spoke thing. I suppose we're going to do the speed limit here. Don't want to annoy the locals. Alright, let's head south. Rightio, Gundagai. We're just went and seen him. As I assumed, we'll have to go around to the carryover place, which I was dreading, as you'll see in a minute. And as the Offsiders would know, the road around here has been dug up. They're doing some drainage or something, which gave you a lot less room to swing in to their property. But just coming into town there over the bridge, looking down, the work's done. Luckily it hasn't been wet, so the earth hasn't started to sink yet or settle. But we'll see how we go when we get around here. I don't really want to put a wheel, even though it would have been compacted and everything when they filled their trench in. Still don't really feel good about putting the 7-ton axle onto the loose stuff. It's funny, one of the last times I would have come back down from Young doing the woolies was in the W model. I think I've posted photos of it up before, the Seattle cab. It hadn't had an aircon put in it at that point. They ended up just putting an underdash aircon like what the early Holdens had. But I can't remember how to get there now. This one. Just stinking hot, middle of summer. It would have been, well, it was a 42-degree day anyway outside, but inside the truck, the boot was near gone from around the gear stick, and the heat coming up off the C15 was just shocking, and I was just sitting there in almost a dupe's daze the whole time with just how hot it was in that cab. You opened the butterfly window to get a bit of air flowing on you, and it was like someone had a hairdryer in your face. It was not pleasant at all. But I must say the Volvo handles the bumps a lot better than what the Kenworth, what that W model did in the 403 we used to drive up there, and the 404 SAR. Cannot knock the new European trucks for comfort. So we have been here before. I have to put at least a wheel over here to line up for the driveway. Flick these lights a bit earlier. Try and come straight, because the trailer does go up over the gutter, the curb behind us. Don't want to rip a tyre off. So, old mate's behind me. We're just going to pull up here and park straight in the middle of the yard and worry about getting out afterwards, because as you can see, she's a bit of a tight entrance here. And you got to get right over there so the trailer comes straight before you try and get in here. And he's right behind me, so I'll try and get a camera mounted here at some point too, which should be fun. But anyway, we'll get out and see if we can get the camera set up. No, my luck, you're only going to see the last 2 pellets come off. There is 8, but anyway, let's see what we can do. just like that, we are done in Gundagai. Quick and easy, 8 pallets off. Just shy of 2 hours back down the Hume, and our day is done. It used to be good doing the Riverina, all the young runs with woolies, with the fridge pans. 8 hour tops for the day. We'd spend that time just getting to and from Canberra, let alone the drops you'd have to do while you're in there. Even today, what was it? About 12:30. What's that? 7.5 hours from 5 o'clock. Not too bad. A good way to start a Monday. Start the week. Good thing for a Monday. So we'll go wide. We'll bring it back just as we get to the gate. Just that way our trailer's far enough that way. Because there's not a lot of room for a mistake. It'll be interesting. I'm not going to see it. It's supposed to rain here next Monday, just to see what that does. Yes, you can compact it all you want, but a bit of water on it and it's still going to sink. Which is probably why they haven't resealed it yet, if they resealed it at all. Bang, bang, crash, crash. All the run of drainage pipe to the creek here. And the pipe just goes straight out into the creek. There's nothing on the end of it, nothing to stop critters getting into it, nothing to stop rubbish coming out of it. But yeah, as the Offsiders know, as I said before, Monday it's supposed to rain here. I'm not going to know about it. This Friday, I suppose the other reason why we're recording this on a Monday is so I can hopefully get it edited and get it up to you on the weekend. I'm going on a little trip up north, so I'm away for 2 weeks. This time next week I hope to be in sunny Townsville, hot sunny Townsville, and this time next week, as you see it, I should have crossed the Jardine River at the top of Cape York and be on my way to the tip. Trip I've been trying to do for 5 years. COVID stopped it 3 times. Last year we got closer than we got before, but it still didn't happen. And then this year, finally doing it. So if you want to follow along with me escapades on that trip, again, I've mentioned it before, Budget Adventure Show, link to the channels in the description box if you want to have a look. Last couple of videos, just prep, getting the vehicle ready. Even now 4 days away from departing, I'm discovering stuff, but at this point it's just send it. You can plan and plan and plan, spend all the money, buy all the gear, trick your 4-wheel drive out the wazoo, and then get up there and still see the locals driving around in Commodores and 2-wheel drive vehicles. So we're going nonetheless. Our biggest issue is going to be the rain and the heat, which equals humidity, but it's a different story for a different time. they're empty. So keep gain that speed. So anyway, that's where our trip's gonna That's where this trip's gonna end. Nice old Kenworth. I didn't mention that before. Something very different for a Monday. It's funny when this happened with the Goulburn trip. It was like, oh, that was a nice one-off, and then it happened again a week later, and it happened again a couple of weeks after that. So we'll see what happens if we venture north to Young again, like you, or yeah, just with editing and that, I'm not going to have a chance to get anything done between now and the weekend. I'll be coming to work on Friday and then leaving from work Friday afternoon up to West Wyalong, then up the Guts to Hebel, St George, Roma, Emerald, Charters Towers, into Townsville. So 2 weeks off, so there's going to be a gap here. You'll get this video once I'm gone, and then it's probably going to be at least 3 weeks before I can get another video up, knowing how fun coming back from holidays is. I can just imagine what that Monday is going to be like, but we'll see if it's even going to be a Monday. I'm sort of open-ended. I've told them I'm going to be back then, but I might not be. We'll see what happens. I might find a beach up there or something, a creek, and just camp up and just not come home. But that's what's going to happen with the channel for the next for most of, or the first half of October anyway. That includes Offsiders members videos. If something happens between here and the weekend, or between here and Friday, I might be able to film it short, throw it up. But at this stage, I don't plan on doing any of that, so the nerves still kill me. But anyway, that's going to do us for this sunny, fine weather day on Highway 31. There was something else. What was it? No, don't know now. Don't know. I think it might be just to leave it with that. So, thank you guys. Thank you to the Offsiders, the channel members, for your continued support of the channel. I've been Brad, and the next time you see me, I should have a lot darker complexion. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep it safe over these school holidays on the road. It is a madhouse out here. Again, family members would prefer you to arrive late than never arrive at all. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that junk, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, guys.